Welcome everybody. We are going to start the welcome press conference for the 2020 FIM Motocross World Championship. I wish to invite on stage Infront Moto Racing CEO David Luongo, FIM CMS Director Antonio Alia, and the organizer of the MXGP of Great Britain, Steve Dixon. So please take a seat. We are going to start the opening press conference, but I wish to give you some numbers from the 2019 season first, because it was a fantastic season, not only in terms of performances, but also in terms of racing. As you see here, you have a logo that is showing an important announcement that we did at the beginning of the week. So I use this occasion to pass the microphone to David Luongo, the CEO in Infront Moto Racing.
Thank you, Samantha. Good afternoon to everybody. It's a fantastic pleasure to be here again. As we usually say always in February, that the winter break is always too long for all of us which are passionate about motocross. So here we are in UK for the opening round of the 2020 MXGP season. So yes, a big announcement has been made during the week. Basically, Ustream became Infront Moto Racing. It's a change, but with the continuity, because in our world, it will not change anything, because you will continue to see the same faces, you will continue to see the same people that were working before in Ustream, the same management, the same decision maker. But from the outward of motocross, it will change many things, because this name has a bigger value than the other name of before, and from the moment we make these changes, we have a lot of awareness in the sport and the marketing world outside of motocross. So we are quite sure that this will help even more to approach a partner, to approach a new TV broadcaster. So this is an ongoing process with all the people from Infront. So Infront Moto Racing will be a company which is managing the motocross World Championship, and it will be exactly the same as before, but it will give us a bigger umbrella to touch many more, let's say, prospects in the world of sport business. So this is one of the major change of the season concerning us. Then for the season upcoming, I will not come back on the figures that Samantha says, but 2019, despite the fact we had 18 rounds, had continued a great growth in terms of visibility, in terms of TV. The TV audience is more than 50 million TV viewers for a season, all broadcasted put together, which is very, very good for our sport. The social networks are going great. The OTT TV is going with a 20% increase per year since 2012. I want to remind that we were one of the first promoters to launch an OTT TV in 2012, when all the sport industry was still on the old fashion to go on TV broadcaster, and today these services can be improved, but it's a fantastic tool for all the motocross fans worldwide to follow our series. 2020, 20 Grand Prix, Motocross of Nation. We have some important comeback in the calendar. We go back to Spain, very, very good market. Also, we have the MX2 World Champion, Jorge, which is in MXGP this year, so he will be able to be in front of his fan, and this is a great news for our sport. We are also coming back to Finland with Kimi Ring, also an important country in the motocross history. And we go back to Erne for the big final of this season with the Motocross of Nation. Everybody remember 2015, everybody remember 2005. I can already tell you that the pre-sales are 30% bigger than the record we have in the history of Motocross of Nation. So it's like quite hectic for a pre-sale of an event. So it looks to be very, very, very a great race. And then I want to come on the sports side. It will not be major changes for the racing, but I want to really focus on the fact that the MXGP World Championship will be one of the maybe most unpredictable ever season. We have a huge talented lineup in this class with 6-7 riders which are really going crazy fast. So it will be very exciting for all of us to follow this and to promote this championship. And then I want also to highlight the fact that we have a newcomer in the championship as Gas, which is a new manufacturer joining the series. This is fantastic news also for the championship. It shows that it's a great platform to develop products, and I think in the future we will have also more to come. So it's a very good dynamic still also for the motocross championship. I want also to thank the FIM. We have a very good relationship for many years, directly on site with Antonio, but also Tony Skillington, the CEO of FIM, and also with the president Viegas. We are always together to take the decision to try to find idea to improve the sport and to improve the safety also. And finally, I want to thank also Steve, because we are back here in UK for the opening round. It's a typical British weather outside. So yeah, nothing changed here. It's still one of the most beautiful tracks of the championship, and it was quite a challenging process to come back here. But UK can thanks really Steve, because he's the best promoter of the country to make this kind of event. And without him, it will not be. We don't think it will be a British champion, a British Grand Prix here. So I really would like to thank him for all the investment and the passion he put in this sport. And yeah, finally I have one novelty that will become, I think, a kind of tradition in our sport. So we wanted to highlight the fact that the MXGP title is really the top of our sport, and to create a kind of tradition for the riders that win the championship. And we designed it with a very talented Spanish artist, a trophy that will be given to the world champion every year for now in the MXGP class. And please, Samantha, if you can unveil the beauty. This will be, yeah, I think if you want to applaud a bit this kind of piece of art. So this will represent the history of our sport since the first championship in 1957. So all the champion of the main class has been put it on the plate. And from now on, every world champion of the MXGP class will be added on the metal plate. So it's a mix of aluminium and fiber carbon. And I wish to all the MXGP rider the best luck to be the next one on this trophy. So thank you to everybody. I wish to all of us a good luck for this season, which will be quite long and very challenging. And I'm sure we will have again a great year, and good luck to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David. So, yeah, I think it was really worthy to unveil this MXGP trophy. So we will have the occasion to take a family photo also with our riders and the trophy later on for the media. Now I'll pass the microphone to FIM CMS director. So Antonio, we are going to start, as David said, one of the best seasons ever. And MXGP is traveling everywhere in the world, always with higher level. And we start here in Europe, in Great Britain, and is one of the riders' favorite track, I would say.
Yeah, thank you, Samantha. Well, first of all, I would like to welcome to all of you on behalf of the FIM to the 2020 FIM Motocross MXGP and MX2 championships. As David said, so this year we're going to see a new bunch of riders just fighting for both championships, and it is open to many opportunities to them. I said before, so this season we'll see a new bunch of riders just fighting for both titles, and also thanks to Infront Moto Racing, we're going to go to well-known venues in the calendar, as well as brand new ones, which is probably going to be a very challenging year for everybody. And it is thanks to all the efforts that Infront Motor Racing has done that and I would like to thank David for all the efforts that they have done as CEO of Infront. And it's thanks to all the efforts that they have done that we are going to have a very steady calendar and all the 20 GPs plus the nations. So this is really important for not only for us, for all the press, all the teams, riders, team members, family. So it is really, really hard. Okay. So I would like to wish you all the best for this year. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Antonio. Now we are going to end the first part of the opening press conference with the organizer of the MXGP of Great Britain, Steve Dixon. So I know that you are very happy to start the season here. And as we said, Matterley Basin is one of the favorite tracks, not only for riders, so for the MXGP paddock, but also for the fans. And I saw on social media they were super enthusiastic to start this season here. So the first time the Motocross World Championship was in Matterley Basin in 2006, and now you are famous everywhere because everybody on social media say, yes, Steve Dixon is a fantastic organizer, the GP is gonna be amazing. So let's say a few words on behalf of that.
Yeah, it was. Obviously we were off the calendar last year and got put on there at the last minute, which was great. I think there was a lot of fans that got in contact with Ustream now in front. So yeah, thanks to all the fans, and it is due to the fans that we're here again. Yeah, so this is hard to believe that it's the 10th GP here. That was my main sort of aim when in 2001 and 2, 3, when we had such inconsistency in Grand Prix. We had good tracks, but one year there would be a Grand Prix, then no Grand Prix, and that was no good for us as teams coming out of the UK. We needed sort of a home, whether it would be in Hawkstone, whether it had been Fox Hill, Isle of Wight, it didn't matter. And yeah, so then we ended up here, and yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, obviously it's been a bit challenging this last weather with all the storms, and yeah, I mean, motocross is a hardy people. The fans will come sort of rain or shine. We have a hardcore group, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great show. I mean, I've never seen such many such great riders, and I'm amazed at your guys' recovery. I mean, I've had riders with a broken leg, and yeah, I mean, it's just unbelievable how injuries and the technology and yeah, the backup is helping the riders. It's so much more professional than years gone by. It was a 6-month injury before, and yeah, I mean, it's brilliant, and yeah, I mean, he was riding well, and it's. Yeah, you couldn't pick a winner now with Jeffrey and Tim and everyone. It's yeah, I think that's what the fans want to come and see this first race where everyone's fit and healthy, and then they can all have a good battle. You never know what's going to happen in the future, and yeah, I'm just happy for all the teams to be here, and they're going to have a hard weekend with the with the weather and the mud, but it could change and be sunny. It's been like that the last sort of few weeks. We've had some lovely days here. And actually, this is probably the worst few days, so it's meant to be a little bit better at the weekend. So, yeah, thanks to Infront and FIM for allowing us, and we continue with more and more races here. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. So I think now I wish to invite the riders to join the officials to take a family photo, and then we continue with the second part of the press conference. So I wish to invite on stage Team HRC Team Geyser, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing Jorge Prado, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing Antonio Cairoli, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing Jeffrey Erlings, Monster Energy Kawasaki Racing Roman Febre, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory Racing Jeremy Sewer, Sending Constance Gas Glenn Koldenov, and Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Factory Racing Thomas Kjærulsen. Okay, so thank you everybody. I asked the riders to stay here. And thank you, David. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Antonio. Okay, so I think we're ready to start the second part of the opening press conference. I wish to start with Team Geyser. So, team, you arrived at the 2020 season as the MXGP champions. Last year, it was a fantastic season for you. You broke many records. And basically, what to say, you didn't win here in Matterley Basin, but you were really close to do it. So I know that you did a strong preparation this winter. So let us know how was your winter, your expectations for this season, and if you changed something on the setup or some curiosity that maybe can be worth it for the media.
Yeah, last year was an amazing year for me, but this year is new year, so everybody is starting from zero. We are here in Matterley Basin. The weather is not the best, but anyway, I'm really looking forward to go racing again after a long break. So we have a good winter. We have a great off-season, good races, preparation races. So I'm feeling good. Can't wait to go on the track tomorrow. So yeah, excited.
I saw you in the pre-seasons that you had some international races, and also with your teammates, you actually reached good positions, good podiums. So how you feel also to have a new teammate?
Yeah, it's great to have Mitch as a teammate. He's really young. He's a good rider. He's fast. And also with the Honda, we have a brand new bike for this year. So we did a lot of testing during the winter, and we both feel really comfortable on the bike. So we are excited. And like I said many times, can't wait to begin the season.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
So I'll pass the microphone to Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, Jorge Prado. So you are the MX2 champion. You made your debut in 450 at the Motocross of Nations, and now you are in MXGP. So I think until maybe 1 week, a couple of weeks ago, you even didn't know if you were racing this GP. So how do you feel now? And let us about your winter, because I know that it was not that easy.
Yeah, actually, till like I would say a few days ago, I didn't even know if I was going to ride here, or even, I mean, 2 weeks ago it was the first time I started riding, and for me it's already a goal to be out here and already riding the bike. It's I came back so quick. I did I had a very good operation. Everything went very clean, and I could start getting my workouts done very quick, so that made the rehab go. Oh, the weather. So no, I'm very happy that I can line up here, and I mean we'll see how it goes. It's a new challenge, 450 class. It's full of good riders, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, as a rookie season, I can understand that maybe you have I don't know if you have already some expectations, or you expect to battles with Jeffrey and Tony, your teammates, already during the first race. How do you feel? Like, you feel 100% now? You feel you can battle with them?
I mean, I'm happy that I can ride. So I don't know if I'm ready to battle with them, but I know I can be out there, and I mean, I will do my best, and then hopefully in a few races would be a dream just to battle with them. So we'll see how it goes. I will do my best to be up there with them.
Yeah, thank you and good luck. So now I wish to go ahead with Antonio Cairoli. So you actually won last year in Matterley Basin. Then your season didn't go, your 2019 season didn't go as you wished. Basically, I think, at least from what I heard, you had one of your worst injury, let's say, of your career. And then tell us how your winter was. I know that it was pretty special also because you have some private novelties, and how you feel now and how you feel for this season.
Yeah, of course, it's nice to be here again, to be here for another season. Should be almost, I think, my 18th season, not full season, but my 18th year on this first feeling, being again behind the gate. Of course, last year was was a very good year until the crash, until this problem, which I never really had this kind of injury, and it really feels easier in the beginning after the surgery. You know, to I say, okay, I can go very quick. But then after 4 months, start very slowly. You know, the everything. And now still I'm still working a lot on the arm, on the shoulder, which is still struggling a little bit. That's why not much expectation for sure for this race, this first races at least. I'm seeing some improvement the last weeks. I had to miss some Italian championship race also because I was not ready at all. But we had to do at least one race to see something. And I'm okay. I'm trying to do my best. I'm working very hard as I never did like this. I'm really motivated to be another season fighting for the title. This is my goal in the end, of course. But you know, this year a lot of good guys on the class, so it's gonna be a nice show for sure. And I'm ready to be back on the gate again. We'll try to do our best. Hopefully the weather gets better.
Thank you, Antonio. I go ahead with Jeffrey Erlings. So, also for you, the 2019 was not your best season, I would say. So you didn't start the season, then you arrived and you got injured again. But you showed every time that you were there, you could be at the top. So you won GPs, you won the Motocross of Nations together with Team Netherlands. So tell us, how was your feeling at the end of the season and how you spent your winter to come to 2020?
Definitely was 2019 was a tough pill to swallow. I mean, we came in a lot of expectation. I felt good for all the winter, and just a few days or weeks before the season started, you know, I shattered my foot, and then you know, I missed the first couple of rounds, and then I came back in a rush with only a few days on the bike, and I wasn't ready again, and made a small crash, and somebody rode over my foot, which just is an accident, and things like that may happen, and it's possible to happen in our sport. And then went sidelined again, and then came back for the last couple of GPs with basically no preparation at all, but we still managed to win the last 2 GPs and managed to win the Nations together with the team. So obviously the finish was not that bad, but we had a great winter so far. We didn't have any injuries. We did all our planning exactly how we thought we wanted to do it. We had 2 good preparation races. So I feel like I'm coming into this race with a good feeling, and everything starts from zero again this season. So luckily everybody is here. Everybody is feeling fit, I think, and healthy and strong. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough weekend. Obviously, you know, with the rain. So I think we're even lucky with how the track has been laid out here with the hills. So maybe the water can go off a bit. But it's like Tony said, to start off the championship in England is a gamble. Like last year, they had the most perfect track, I think, in years, you know, with the lines and whatsoever. And this year, we're a little bit more unlucky with the weather. But still, you know, many things can happen until Sunday. And just happy to be here and be here with the guys, and hopefully enjoy racing. And yeah, hopefully going to be a good year.
Yeah, as you said, every season we start from zero. So, but do you feel that in your mind you change a bit the approach? Like, we are used to see the Jeffrey that when he's back to win. Like, to win the GPs, to win every race. Like, do you still have this kind of approach for this MXGP season?
You know, when the helmet is off, I would say 100% no. Even when the helmet is on, I think no, because I've learned, you know, I've won a lot of championship by being that dominant. Like if you look to 2018 and all the other championship I've won, I was almost winning every single race. But on the years I didn't win, it was because of injury. And so I prefer to get a 3rd or a 5th. Even like on a weekend like this, I don't need to start off here with a win. If I get healthy through this weekend and get somewhere in the top 5, I'm happy with it. Because to win championship, you need to go all 20 races, and I didn't succeed in that for many years, you know. So my goal is different this year. I just try to be in every race, try to be healthy in every race. It's a dangerous sport. We all know that. We're all aware of the risk. But like coming back to your question, I have a different approach this year. And when I feel like I'm able to do it that day, I'll definitely do it. But if not, I'll be more than happy with a 2nd or a 3rd or even a 5th if I have to.
Thank you, and good luck, Jeffrey. Now we go ahead with Monster Energy Kawasaki, Roman Febvre. So what to say, Roman? New colors, new numbers, new team, new bike, many novelties during the winter. So tell us, how was it to change the team? How is to stay in the team with Clement, and what's your expectations for this season?
Yeah, everything has changed for me this winter. So I'm yeah, really happy about my decision. It was the goal to make everything fresh on myself. So I felt good. Like with the bike, I had no worries or something like this because I tried the bike and yeah, I felt straight away good on it. So I knew like with testing and all the winters done, then I felt I will feel good on the bike, and it's so I feel today. We did yeah, like with my injury of last year, it took some time to go on the bike again. So yeah, around December I was on the bike really slowly. I could not go that much like so much riding because I had still pain on my legs. So yeah, we did slowly preparation December, but it was more like, let's say, to see how the bike react and or like to set up my position and stuff like this. So it was slow approach, but yeah, finally, like in January I could be a bit trained, let's say. So it was good. We had, yeah, like I said, a little bit long off season preparation also, but I could still like not ride 100% with my legs even in January. So we did some preparation races, and then yeah, in Riola I wasn't feeling so good with my legs still, and then the last one in France was much better. I felt a bit stronger, but still we was not like we should normally. So hopefully with some more weeks, then I will feel better.
Thank you, Romain, and good luck for this weekend and for this season.
Thank you.
We go ahead with Jeremy Sewer, Monster Energy Yamaha. So, Jeremy, you had a fantastic season, I would say, last year. So you finished second in the championship, and now you are still in the same team, but you have new teammates. Yamaha has 2 factory teams, and I want to mention the video because it impressed a lot of fans on Facebook. You were super good in 2 types of Yamaha, so on the bike and on the piano. So tell us also for you, how was your winter? How is the new experience with the new teammates and your expectations for the 2020?
Yeah, you know, it was one of the calmest winter in like 2-3 years because I had many changes 2 years ago, you know, changing team, class and all, then going to the factory team again. We started from 0, you know, and now, even though the team from the outside changed, like for me, you know, behind the scenes, it stayed pretty much the same. So I could take it more, you know, relaxed. I had a good setup already from last year, so I could take the winter a lot relaxeder. I could focus more on myself, you know, just what I have to get better in, improve the bike even, so I wasn't too stressed about this, which is for sure, yeah, better than the last 2 years. Plus, I didn't get a lung infection, so this is already a huge point, because last year I was at the first GP being super, I mean, maybe like at 60%, you know, and I had to build up, and I came back, but it was tough, you know. So now I had a good winter, good preparations. I mean, still some little things in those changes in the team involved, you know, which I have to figure out now with racing. It's some new things, but it should be fine, and I'm looking forward to the season to start. I mean, we can see quite some names, and that's not all of them, so it's going to be super tough for all of us. Everybody wants to win here, you know, and 20 GPs is a lot, so it's tough to, you know, to stay consistent everywhere in this weather in Indonesia with 30 degrees. You know, this is going to be the challenge, and that's it, yeah. And about the piano, you know, it was a great idea from Yamaha marketing. You know, somehow they found out I used to play in the past, you know, and that's how it turned out. And I didn't actually know, showing up at the photo shoot, and then they said, yeah, but you have to stay 1 day longer, and we were all like, come on, I need to train, you know. And then they said, no, but we bring a piano tomorrow. And we said, what? Like, we are in the middle of nowhere here, what are you going to do? And they made it happen, and I think it turned out cool, you know.
Thank you, Jeremy, and good luck for this weekend. So, Glenn Koldenhoff, so standing Kossuth Gas. New brand coming to the MXGP. We saw the announcement this morning, so a new chapter for you. But okay, you come to the 2020 with a fantastic 2019 season and winning the Motocross of Nations, so making the history with Team Netherlands. So tell us about your feeling at the end of 2019. How did you feel for the winter and what do you expect for this season?
Yeah, it's been great. Winning those nations with Team the Netherlands in the Netherlands has been an amazing feeling, and being part of history, because the Netherlands never did it before, is pretty special. And yeah, team-wise, for me, there's not a big difference. I'll stay with the same team, and I think with this new brand coming in MXGP this year, it's quite nice to be part of, and I feel like it's also a rewarding for the team. They are very professional, hard work, dedication, and to get the factory team, let's say, has been a big step, and I'm happy with my team. I feel like we're all on one line, and that's pretty good. So this winter was for me also better. Last year I had a big injury, and this year I felt good. For me, as I said, there's not been many changes, and I could do my work, and I'm feeling good coming into this season. And yeah, as Jeremy mentioned, there are a lot of good guys, and everyone wants to win, and I'm also one of them. So it's gonna be exciting, that's for sure.
Thank you, Glenn, and good luck. Now we finish, last but not least. So Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, Thomas Olsen. You are the only one in MX2. Last year you battled many times with Jorge. You won the MXGP of Great Britain. So I think that you are thinking of this season I don't know if you are a bit stressed or you feel a bit the pressure, because maybe you are for sure one of the favorites to win the MX2 championship.
Yeah, for sure I would. I'm going for that championship this year, and it's just, for me, it's just nice to be in this position and really to be fighting up there. It's great, and this track here is one of my favorite ones. It's probably going to be a bit wet, but anyway, it's just a great layout, and I've done good here in the past, so I can't wait to get back out there. And for sure, it's a little bit of pressure, but yeah, I would say I'm ready for it. And the pressure is also kind of the good thing sometimes of racing. You get that feeling, and yeah, I'm just gonna take it as it comes and do my best here.
Thank you, Thomas. I wish you the best for the weekend. It's time to stand up. We take a family photo.